Hi, it's Vladimir. In this video I am going to show you how you can work on your pronunciation by watching something on YouTube and just repeating what you can hear. Now I'm going to watch a video Trusting Teams by Simon Sinek, and it's 9-minute long video. I'm going to watch it and repeat simultaneously what I can hear. I haven't watched this video yet, and it's my first time, and probably I will miss some words which I can't understand, or since the speaker speaks really fast, probably I will miss some, even not only words but even sentences, but it's not the point. The point is to focus on the video and to be able to hear as much as possible and repeat, like, not everything, but what I can. Okay, let's start and see how I can do that. Trusting Teams. I went on business trips to Las Vegas, and they put me up at the first instance up there, which is the beautiful hotel. And one of the reasons that's one for hotel is not because the fancy beds. Any hotel can buy a fancy bed. The reason for Caesars is fantastic hotel because of the people who work there, that when they're all the halls and somebody says hello, you get the distinct feeling that they wanted to say hello, not that they were told to say hello. We're highly tuned social animals. We can tell the difference. We can always tell when someone working on commission. You can file a heal it. We can tell the difference when somebody genuinely being friendly or not. They happen to have a coffee bar in the lobby there. The first seasons in Las Vegas, and one afternoon, I went and bought myself a cup of coffee, and then there was barista working that No, it's funny and engaging, charming. I spent far too long standing there by my cup of coffee because I so enjoy talking to Noah. And so, as is my nature, as I asked Noah a question, do you like your job? And last being Noah said, I love my job. And my line of business, that's significant, because like is rational. I like the people I work with, I like the job, I like the challenge, I keep it though, I like my job. Love is emotional, it's higher order connection. Do you love your wife? I like her a lot, right? There's a difference. Noah said, I love my job, my ears predominant. He has an emotional connection to this company, this is interesting. So I immediately followed up and I said, tell me specifically what the first season is doing that you would say to me you love your job. Without skipping the beat, Noah said, that's the other day, manager will walk past and ask him how he's doing, asking him anything he needs to do his job better, not just his manager, any manager. And then he also said, I also worked at Season Palace, and there the manager walks past him and catches for doing things wrong and makes sure that I'm making the numbers and performing, and Jay like to keep my head below the radar, my paycheck. He said, only at the 4 seasons do I feel like I can be myself. This is the exact same human being, and yet the customer service experience that we will have, me and one of the will be profoundly different, not because of the person, but because of the leaders, because the leadership environment in which he has been asked to work. I guess this question all the time, Simon, how we get the most out of our people? You know the towel, not read them out, and what we can get out of our people in flawed question, which means to go at flawed answers. The correct question is, how do we create an environment in which our people can work on their natural best? And the answer will be profoundly different. If you do not have trusting teams, what you do have is a group of people who show up to work every single day, lying, hiding, and faking. Remember, a trusting team is when people feel safe, and trusting team when people feel they can be vulnerable amongst their own. They can raise their hand and say, I made a mistake. Or, you promoted me to a position where I don't really know what to do, think I need more training, or I'm having troubles at home and it's affecting my work, or I'm scared, or I need help, without any fear of humiliation, without any fear of retribution. In fact, they say these things with confidence that their leader, their boss, their colleagues will rush to them to support them. If you do not have trust in teams, what you have is a group of people who are shocked to work every day, who will hide mistakes for fear of getting in trouble. They will not admit that you promoted them to the position that they actually have no clue what they're doing. They're just going to keep faking it. They will never tell you they're suffering undue stress because of something that's happening at home and it's affecting their work, for fear that they will find themselves unsure, at least for the next round of redundancies. And eventually, cracks will show up, and eventually the organization will break. Not because of the people, but because of the leaders leading those people. We know what this looks like in the extreme. I'm sure you'll remember a couple of years ago, United Airlines had an incident with a drug, the paying customer off the aircraft, broken nose, broken teeth, and a concussion. I feel sorry for every single member of that crew, because 100% of them knew that was the wrong thing to do, but none of them spoke up. None of them intervened because they feared getting in trouble more than doing the right thing. They did not work in trust in teams. This is not an anomaly. This was a steady builder over the course of years that eventually culminated in an event like that. I was witness to a scene that played out years before with the United Airlines that gave a flag that something is wrong. A scene played out in front of me as I was preparing to board the plane, where one of the passengers attempted to board the aircraft before their group's number was called, which, as you all know, is a serious crime. And that is exactly how the gate agents treated this passenger. "Step aside, sir. I haven't called your group yet. Please decide where to call your group, how I should talk to a paying customer." And so I spoke up. I said, "Why do you have to talk that way? Why can't you talk like human beings?" And she looked me in the eyes and said, "If I don't follow the rules, I can get in trouble and lose my job." But she revealed to me that she does not feel safe in her organization. Her leaders do not trust her for doing the job for she tried to do, and gives her service. Company, customers, and her. The reason we love flying Virgin Atlantic, for example, is not because they have some magical formula how to hire all the best people, because people. And guess who benefits? Customer, company, and the people who work there. It is the leader's responsibility to set an environment. Leadership is not about being in charge. Leadership is about taking care about in your charge. Leaders are not responsible for the results. They're responsible for the people who are responsible for the results. And if you get the environment right, you get people like Noah. If you get the environment wrong, you get people like Noah. It's not the people. It's the leaders. Almost always when the performances are should. There's also it's really the people. Yes, we have a normal instant cause. But if unbalanced, you find that there's issues. It's almost always the leadership and the environment, and usually it's a lack of trust in teams. The job of leadership is to create trust in teams. And if you want to play in an infinite game, you must have trust in teams. One of the worst things about trust in teams is how you build them, because they're not traditional on the set a target and when are build you will practice gain shape, going to the gym. Yes, you won't get the shape. Unfortunately, you can't go to the gym for 9 hours and get at the shape. It won't work. But if you commit yourself to go to the gym every single day for 20 minutes, 100% you'll get in the shape. Simon, how long can it going to take me to go? That's the problem. Some will respond quickly and some will respond slowly. There is no formula, but we all 100% know that the process works. If you work 100% of it's the same in leadership. There is no 5 magical things that they can follow you to do. There is no one-day course you go take or one offsite you can have a team and suddenly become trusting teams. Yes, those things are important, but the process, a process of trusting, a process called leadership a lifestyle. And even when you achieve your goal, even if you get into shape, even if you trust your teams are built, unfortunately you have to keep going to the gym for the rest of your life. It's a lifestyle. Leadership is a lifestyle, and the purpose of lifestyle is to produce teams who take care of each other, who love each other, and feel valued in the organization where they work. There's the job. Wow. Okay, so the idea is, as I said yesterday when I was following another person on the video, so it was another video about pronunciation, and there the girl was talking so slowly and she articulated each sound and each word, and it was easy to follow her. But here this video isn't made for people who study language, it's just a usual video, and of course here I can't follow everything. But the point is that when I work on my pronunciation, one day I can watch somebody like this man, and another day I can watch somebody like that girl, and always I can think about improving my pronunciation in a way that if I manage to go from understanding and repeating this girl, somehow I can find somebody in between, and I can always see the distance. For example, this guy, he's really hard for me, so I can't repeat everything after him. But there are infinite amount of people on the internet. Well, they're not infinite, but it's virtually infinite, because you may there are millions of channels, and you can find somebody whom you can repeat after, somebody whom you can't, but you just aim at repeating after him, and somebody who is between. So it's, again, the point is to find 1, 2, 3 people of different style, different language, and every day just change from one to another, and aim at understanding, and repeating like this. For example, for me now it's not impossible. I think if I repeat after the speaker in this video 5-10 days, I mean the same video, I will be able to repeat the whole video. But it's not the idea. The idea is just try to repeat in a way, I'm not going to watch the same video over and over. I watch different videos, but I'm trying to understand the manner how this man speaks. And I guess if I just watch for 100 days, not every day, but every second day, and repeat after him for 5 minutes, I will be able to repeat everything he says. Well, let's see. I'm actually going to practice and to do that in the future, because it's really amazing, powerful technique. There was something else I wanted to say, but now I lost my point. Okay, so the idea is just find somebody whom you can repeat and try to do that, even if you can't say all sounds, all words. Just try to say what you can hear, and find somebody who is slow and somebody who is a little bit faster. Well, okay, see you next time.